Other than being pouring out of coins, right? Yeah. Look at all the owls on my list. That's weird. That's a decent amount of owls on my list, but that's not even what amazed me. This amazed me. What the Lobo? What the hell you doing? What's going on here? Now I'm probably gonna fight this team and lose.
Welcome to WROL Broadcast. Today we are talking about Siege, the origins of Richardmael. And that was all due to Loot. His rage post, which is the image of this podcast, with a little bit of editing to make it kid friendly. I haven't laughed that hard in so long when I read that. I was logging through, I had to screenshot it. I was like, that is perfect.
Which post was that?
When you in line chat.
Oh, when I was, oh man,
8 messages.
I was raging. I was so mad at you. I could not believe what you did to me. I was like, are you joking?
What was it? What was the team?
I don't remember. It was evil.
I think it was my stun one. Oh yeah, it was Hal Jordan.
It was his
Catwoman,
stun team. It was
Donna
so
Troy,
evil.
and Killer Frost, which isn't that terrible of a team normally, but when you're trying to use bonus characters, I could see where that's really a frustrating team.
So I got a guy on my list right now in Siege. He's got Hal Jordan, Donna Troy, Wonder Girl, and Lex. I wonder who's running that team. Troll Mail.
That kind of sounds like Richardmael to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And just so you all know, today we have Loot, Kage, and special guest DeBoy, because we just recorded a very special patron-only episode where we do a little bit of discussion of Alan Scott. But if you're not a patron, guess what? You're not going to hear it. So sorry, guys. Shell out that $1 a month. Reach deep into the wallet. Help keep this podcast going.
You can become a pay-to-win player if you donate $1 to an unofficial podcast.
Exactly.
You can become like Loot.
Yes. But we are going to start doing
Oh
a
God,
free
we would
episode.
need so many patrons for that to happen.
We basically, our goal, guys, just so you know, is just to break even, so we're not spending money on the podcast. So that's the main goal. So we're not.
That's true. It's not free.
Yeah, it's
not
not
free.
free. It costs us a little bit of money to do this. We do this for you. See, somebody's even crying about it.
Wasn't mine.
So anyway, with the news we're going to talk about today, we want to talk about Siege a little bit, because this has been a little bit interesting of a Siege. And DeBoy is going for World Finest, and he's doing a pretty darn good job. And
I'm trying.
and he's a non-level 80 player, might I add. So, there's certain people out there that say that level 80s beat up on level 70s, but DeBoy is proof that the level 70s can hang.
Yeah, I haven't seen you whipped out that John Stewart yet, man. I see he's level 80, but you haven't even used him.
He's my only level 80, and he is straight on the beach with Miller Times tunes.
He's that bad, huh?
He is so bad, and it makes me so sad.
Really? I like John Stewart. I actually use him on several teams that he actually does pretty well on.
Well, you'll have to share those with me because I, unfortunately, cannot use him.
I'll post a few John Stewart teams because I've found a few that I really like.
Okay, well, I look forward to it.
I think you just got to pump RB5 tokens into him, and he'll shine.
And then he'll eventually just do what I want him to.
But yours is already level 80 Legendary 5, right?
That's right.
That's already the equivalent of RB1, man.
Yeah.
And I got tokens to rebirth to him, so we're
I don't know if I'd recommend
rolling.
rebirthing him, but he's pretty good. I use him on my turn meter team with Mary.
Okay. Oh, I like Mary.
And it actually works really good.
I'd say Mary and John Stewart can make a monster turn meter team if you just bring a Purger and don't forget to purge off death immunity, because God, that's the only way to kill your team.
Well, the team I was using was Black Canary, Donna Troy, John Stewart, and Mary, and that team works really well. It holds up against most. I could use it against Atrocitus, Wonder Girl teams, and everything.
Okay. I
You
might have
get
to
some
try
big
that out.
shields from him too, right?
Yeah, you get the
Yeah,
strength
he
ups,
does.
you get the shields.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he will pair well with Alan Scott.
I'm gonna try some. I have some Lantern teams in mind. As you know, I'm Lantern to the core. That I'm gonna try out with him because his AOE attack is the extra damage is gated by shielding, but when you start him with, he gets an extra 30% damage if he's shielded. So,
And I really haven't run him much with the reworked. Actually, I don't think I've run him at all with the reworked Hal Jordan. So
What's
Yeah.
interesting is this siege. You're seeing a lot of new names on the top 5. Well, kind of. Normally, Lucas and Sheriff Lobo are up, neck and neck. But we're seeing Kryptonian, Bullseye, and the Boy going
and
at it.
Lucas and Sheriff Lobo are right there at 4 and 5 right now. I mean, we've all kind of been on different times of the day. It's a different person at number 1.
that poor Lucas, he's always sandwiched
Yeah.
between the owls.
Just needs to.
There's one image that's posted in line chat that I can't share, but there's another one that involves a bar of soap that I'll post on here if you're watching the video version.
The old saying.
Oh, I didn't
can't
see the
beat 'em.
bar of soap one. But I did
that
see
one's
the other
great.
one.
That one's
Oh, no.
that one's PG-13. I can post it on here. However you pronounce his name, Uncle or Ansel or how do you pronounce his name? OCL?
I just call it OC3.
I call him
That's
Uncle.
what I say. Okay.
Oh,
I call him OC3 too.
Okay. So he's always posting good gifs.
Always.
Always.
He's the meme king.
So if you're down in the dredges, trying to get into the top 100, what teams are you guys thinking are the good teams? And you don't have to give away yours to Boy, but more like Loot and Kage.
Man, I'm slumming.
Well, I can tell you what I've been using, but there's some teams that I really struggled against. But if it's like a siege type team, if they're running mostly greens, I'll do Hal Jordan and 3 blues, like the SS, WLS, and Alan Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's the three blues, the green, I don't know. Then you gotta change your strategy. Then maybe you do. I don't know. I was having trouble when it came to tanky blues. So I think somebody's Black Adam. I want to say it was yours, Richardmael. I couldn't even dent them.
I
with
might
my
change
blues.
my name in game from Troll Mail because I had to change it off the name because I got in trouble before. So, maybe
Whose baby is that? Whose baby is that in the background?
Oh, that's mine.
Oh.
Mine's sleeping, so.
And Du Bois just had a baby, so we gotta tell him congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Little
He's no
baby
longer
girl.
the boy, he's the man.
The dad.
I was just saying earlier before the podcast recording that his voice kind of changed from the last time he was on the podcast.
He doesn't sound quite
Yeah.
a swag.
I had
man.
I had to shape up for my child. I had to grow up.
Set up a
little
good
bit
example.
and conform myself. Just become a better person.
While we're on this podcast, I'm kind of thinking out loud how to beat this Donna Troy Wonder Girl Lex team.
That team, the reason because in Siege my strategy is just to run the most frustrating teams. So now I kind of got a more entertaining team that I'm running. It's going to be a surprise team, but
Oh no! Don't show up on my board.
I don't think it's going to be too bad, but it's just more entertainment value. But the team that you're facing now, Kage, I faced it just in regular Wraith Arena. I think it was a UGLA member or somebody, and I went in, just with my normal auto team, thinking it was going to beat it, and I'm like, oh crap, that lost to it. And then so I actually manually played and got crushed again. I'm like, what the heck? This team is way worse than I would have ever thought.
Yeah, because I need to get rid of the awareness. I got to get Donna Troy out of the way. And then freaking Hal can call assist your big hitters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they keep getting awareness because everybody keeps buffing. That team was a nightmare.
And I can't bleed them until I purge off those buff immunities either.
I think that team, if they were all rebirthed heavily, would be absolutely unbeatable.
Yeah,
Too bad you
don't
can't
give
afford
anybody
rebirth.
ideas.
They need
You can't even afford. Man, you can't even afford rebirth. Whatever.
They need tokens.
At
We
the
need
rate we're
tokens.
going right now, we're rebirthing, one toon every
Other
2 months?
Yeah.
2 months, yeah. But
Well,
with raids, how many tokens did they give for that milestone raid? Did they give
5.
10?
5.
5? That brings it up, right? That means you could do probably.
Well, it just depends on how
One-
often
that
they're going
brings
to
it
do
up
raids.
to 1 toon a month. If they do raids
Right.
every month, that would give you 5. If they keep that structure, so then you get one RB toon per month.
My problem is that they're going to release raids and all kinds of ways to get rebirth tokens, and I'm on vacation in June and July. And I know it's gonna mess me up. I just know it's gonna.
You might miss out.
I'm really worried actually, and they're both cruises, and my wife's gonna get angry if I get Wi-Fi.
I'll take care of you. I'll hook you up. Just give me
But
your login info.
You bought the Wi-Fi package last time you went on a cruise.
Yeah, but that was like on the DL, so it was like it's easy to like run like the quick 27 losses and siege, but running like raids and stuff that's very time intensive. I don't know if I could pull that off.
True, rage is very
And the first one,
time-intensive.
well, you want to hear a funny story? We so we booked Cuba cruise, which we'd long planned for July, and we had some friends over, and we were talking about going on the cruise, and they'd never been on one. And when you live in Florida, going on a cruise is very inexpensive and easy to do because
You don't have to fly anywhere.
you don't fly anywhere, so it's not that far. And cruises are, for the value, if you've never been on a cruise, they're well worth every penny. So Norwegian had, which we've never been on Norwegian had an open bar included in the price. So it was like
Ooh.
$370 a person with an open bar for 3
Yeah,
nights.
it's a really good deal.
Yeah, so it was, I've been on Royal Caribbean and Carnival a bunch of times, but they had one where it was going to Key West and then their private island for 3 nights, and it was like 300 something a person. So we're like, oh, you guys have to go with us. And then it was Cinco de Mayo, so I had a few margaritas, and they were like,
Nice.
well, we don't know if we can go, and I'm like, I'll buy it, let's just go. And then I booked it while I was drunk.
Let's go.
So now we're doing 2.
There you go.
Your wife's not mad at that?
Oh no, she was encouraged because it was her best friend. So
Oh.
Well, it's vacation time for her.
yeah, she doesn't care about that stuff. She only cares whenever it's for video games.
There better be no raid on July 4th weekend. You hear that, WB? You listening out there?
Because they don't want to monitor it either.
Yeah, they're trying to light their own fireworks, man. They ain't trying
Yeah.
to monitor your
Yeah, because a lot of
babysit
people are
your.
going to be gone. I mean, I'll definitely be gone, and a lot of other people will be gone, so that would be brutal. I do want it over weekends, though, but I don't want it just, hopefully not the weekends I'm gone.
Like on a Saturday to Sunday, or from like Friday at
Yeah,
reset.
it's tough
to-
because, I mean, you don't want to be at work, but on the other hand, sometimes weekends you're like, you have stuff going on, so I guess there's never a perfect time.
No, you just gotta make time for it. I mean, right now I'm kind of married to another game. And,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm kind of playing DCL on auto, and I'm like, oh, why do I suck at this game now?
Well, one thing I do like about the Siege and with Hal Jordan and Black Adam, the meta has really shifted, finally.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, it just kind of
I
naturally
agree.
went away from Wonder Girl and Evasion. Just on its own. We didn't even need a nerfer.
Yeah, I mean, Hal Jordan teams, that's what I use against Batgirl. My little stun team that Loot Raged against, that works every time against any Batgirl team.
It's crazy. I mean, we should like go tell WB not to nerf Wonder Girl anymore.
To just revert.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Just-
reverting, but but I think right now they're trying to get raids out, and then they got that glitch that everybody's very upset about that Kage got banned for.
Oh yeah, you guys want to know a funny story?
Yes.
I was trying to
What happened?
I was trying to log into the game yesterday, and it just kept giving me these error messages like, "Oh, out of sync, out of sync, out of sync." I'm like, "Yo, what?" Because what happened was WB banned a couple of the hackers in Wraith, and I guess I got swept up in it, and I just couldn't log in.
You're not the only. I was going to say you're not the only person.
There are
I saw
a
on
ton of
Reddit
people.
there were a bunch of people that couldn't log into the game.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, confirmed.
So wait, so
It's not
They-
banned. It's a glitch. There's some weird glitch. But
it
Kage
had
thought he
nothing
was
to
banned.
do with the bans.
No, but Kage thought he was banned, which was I was going to. If I would have caught it in time, I would have booted him from all the chats and then made a Reddit post that he's been removed from WROL Broadcast for hacking. That would have been hilarious, but I was at work at the time and missed it all.
Dinner time.
So anyway, I think that's everything for this one. So then we can go on to our tier listing discussion.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, what was that big debate on the line chat about? Everyone
Okay.
wanted to
Well,
start putting tier lists together?
So that'll be our next episode. So if you're listening to this, we're going to do an episode to discuss. We've had a lot of requests. People want a tier listing, but we have a lot of unsureties on how we want to put that together. So that'll be the next episode. So stay tuned. That'll be out in a few days.
Hi, this is Renee Sylvia 88, DC Legends moderator. Thank you for listening to this episode of WROL Broadcast. If you liked the show, please help them out by becoming a Patreon and earn special rewards. Just go to patreon.com/WROL Broadcast. Please don't subject us to the creepy ogre news voice.